So, welcome to my third video from BBTV. And Chelsea have won their first trophy of the season. Long may it continue. So, Chelsea are the winners of the Premier League Summer Series, the first one ever. So, we've got our first trophy. So, long may it continue. May we win many, many more trophies as the season goes on. So, great start to Chelsea. Okay, we're not like Tottenham, who celebrate these pre-season results like it's a major trophy. We know it's just a little trophy, but it's still nice to have. And it was such a pleasant. It's such a pleasure to see us play in such a way, free-flowing, attacking football. We're scoring goals. Last season, our pre-season was shocking. It was dreadful, and that sort of set the tone for how we went for the rest of the season. But this pre-season has been positive, many positive signs within the pre-season, and something that the commentator said, which was, just brought it all home. What a horrible, disastrous season we had last year, is that in this Premier League Summer Series, we finished the lowest out of everyone. And when you think the teams that were involved in it were teams like Aston Villa, Brentford, Fulham, Brighton, and we finished Newcastle. Okay, Newcastle had a good season, but out of all those teams, we're Chelsea. We're not expected to be finishing below those teams. With all respect to those sides, we're expected to be higher. But I'm hoping the signs are there that the season coming, that we will hit the ground running and we'll be up there challenging for the top four. I think it's a bit beyond us to be looking for challenging for the league. But, stranger things have happened, but top four shouldn't be beyond our reach for the coming season. The only problem, as I mentioned in other videos before, is the age of the squad, and when it comes to the sort of business end of the season, are they going to have enough experience to get us over the line? But only time will tell. So anyway, on to this game against Fulham. We already knew what we had to do. Aston Villa drew against Brentford. Was it Brentford they drew? So we already knew, had we won this game, then we win the tournament. And I thought we had a good start. We got off to a great start in the game. Corner came in. Thiago, I mentioned, if anyone hasn't watched my video about Disasi, watch it, because I said that he's very good at attacking balls in the air, and I likened him to Thiago Silva. And what happened? Thiago Silva scored this exact sort of goal I'm talking about from a corner. Great leap, great header, and he's one of our experienced players. So I don't think he's going to play as many games because due to his age and the fact that we want to play a higher line, but the experience, the times he can come in, and when we need that bit of experience, he's going to be an invaluable member of our squad. And he's still got it. He's still got that enthusiasm for the game. And I'm hoping that this season, which should probably be his last, that his influence is going to rub off on a lot of these younger players, and it's going to give them a good learning of the game going forward. So he scored the goal, and then another move, decent move. Chukwuemeka doing the work, win the ball back, and nice quick feet header shot. Good save by Leno, who made a few good saves in that half. And Nkunku scored a goal once again. Nkunku is a guy who doesn't need 3 or 4 chances to score a goal. And I said it in a tweet that I did earlier during the match. I put my money on him definitely getting double digits in his first season for the club. He's a very good player. He's got a great footballing brain, nice touch. You know that he's going to be a quality star player for us going forward. So love the look of him. Other standout performances in that first half, I thought Santos was good. I'll keep him around the squad. I said that before. And once again, he's shown that maturity. He's shown great positional sense. He's kept the play ticking over with, just some simple but effective ball playing. I like Humphries as well. I know we bought Disasi earlier today, but Humphries looks like he's good. He's assured. He's good equally with his right and left foot. Definitely out of our academy, well-trained defender. So again, probably a bit too early for him to start games for Chelsea. Do we have him in and around the squad, or do we loan him out? Maybe someone that Brighton can look at as to sweeten the Casado deal. But obviously, we don't want to sell him to Brighton. A loan, if we're happy for a loan, then maybe. But I could see big things for him in the future. So I thought he had an accomplished game. As Chukwuemeka, as I mentioned before, I thought he did well in that half. Sterling is showing a bit more enthusiasm, a bit more running, but still, as a senior pro, I'm expecting a little bit more from him and to be a good example to the younger players around him. And Burstow proved that he wasn't ready. He's not ready yet for the big game. He'll probably be in our development squad or out on loan, but he's not ready to be a deputy for any of our strikers for the coming season. But it's good that that Pochettino was taking a look at some of these players and how they will perform. Second half, we made a plethora of changes, loads of changes, and this was the only time in this whole pre-season that we've played that it did have a pre-season feel to it, because all the other games were quite competitive for me, but this game had that little pre-season feel to it when we made all those changes. We made 4 changes at the start of the half, and then we kicked the ball out of play, and we made 4 more changes. The reason is we can only make a maximum of 4 changes per phase, so that's why we did that. And then we made another change. So in effect, we had a brand new team out in the second half, and it kind of showed the rhythm of the game wasn't as it was in the first half. But before Solanini made his debut for Chelsea on home soil, and he did okay. He didn't have a lot to do, but what he did do, he did well. But going back to the second half now, it didn't have that sort of competitive edge for that half. We were 2-0 up, and it was more sort of again disjointed in second half. But there were moments of where we saw good patterns of play, but the one bright spot once again in the second half has to be Jackson. Jackson's definitely been the star of the tournament, and I love this guy already from what I've seen. He started off the half with a great run, and he had a shot which was blocked by Bassi from the new signing for Fulham. And also, what we saw with him, I just love his pressing. He won the ball a couple of times through pressing and winning it back, and he's always looking to run off the shoulder of the defender. Those runs he makes, there's a couple of decent runs that he made which weren't found. The players didn't find him, but he's going to stretch the play a lot. He's going to be somebody who triggers the press. He's not going to give the defenders a moment's rest, and I do like his little one-twos around the box as well. So for me, I'm really looking forward to how he's going to perform in the Premier League. Maatsen again came on and did well. He's proven to be his versatility. He's a pure footballer. He can play in several positions. I did like Lewis Hall when he came. I don't know why he hasn't played so much. He's probably got the least minutes so far, but when he came on, once again, he showed a lot of promise. Cucurella de Dieu is still out for me. But what I'm going to do, I don't want to go through all the players, because after the Dortmund game, what I'm going to be looking at, I'm going to be looking at the whole pre-season. I'm going to be looking at the winners, the losers, who performed, who deserves to stay, who deserves to be sold or go out on loan based on what I've seen over the pre-season. But I'm loving what I've seen so far. I'm loving the style. I'm loving the way that Pochettino galvanises the troops. A great insight when they could... what they do during the drinks break, you're able to hear his team talks and the insight into how he wants us to play. And it was interesting to note that he said he didn't want us to play too long. He wanted to short passes, and he was instructing Burstow about being more mobile in attack and things like that. So it was really interesting to see how he was advising the players and what sort of tactics he expected from the boys. So one more game to go now against Dortmund before it gets down to the real business against Liverpool. So this is when we're going to be able to tell. We've still got a bloated squad, I think. We've still got quite a few players. So he's assessed the players now. And again, obviously Dortmund, he's got another chance to assess them. And then hopefully by then he will decide what players he wants to keep in his squad, and what players he feels can add to us through new signing. All in all, quite happy with the way that the pre-seasons have panned out. So your comments below. What do you think of the pre-season? What do you think of this game today? And always happy to hear what your thoughts and opinions are. So as usual, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications to be notified every time I make a new video. So take care. Bye.